Welcome back to our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, as usual, for your continued support. Now, ladies and gentlemen, politics is a very calculative game. And I want to begin this analysis by reminding the opposition that for them to beat William Ruto, they need to be very calculative because the country is with them and the country is determined. But they must also move with a lot of speed and precision to ensure that they beat Ruto because William Ruto is very crafty. Today, Moses Kuria tendered his resignation from Ruto's government. Moses Kuria was hitherto economic advisor. He was part of the Economic Council, and he has served in the Ruto administration in certain capacities. Moses Kuria needs no introduction in the Kenyan politics. He's very controversial, a man who does not shy off from speaking his mind. And his resignation is one that must be looked at, must be discussed, because if people are not careful, we will be headed to the north, yet Moses and William Ruto have got a plan to move to the south. In this video, I want us to look at the secret and darkest plans that William Ruto and Moses Kuria have crafted as Moses tenders his resignation. Kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, please like and share our videos. Ladies and gentlemen, before I read the resignation letter, I want you to note that prior to the resignation, Moses Kuria and William Ruto had no issues at all. And I will give you two more tweets just before he resigned to prove to you that the relationship between William Ruto and Moses Kuria is one that is very cordial and very palatable. So without much ado, let us delve into Moses' resignation letter, because I want to prove to you that there is a very political scheme in this resignation. Let's move together. This evening, I have met my boss and my friend, President William Ruto. The president has graciously accepted my decision to resign from government. I thank President Ruto for having given me an opportunity to serve as Cabinet Secretary for Investments, Trade and Industry for 11 months, Public Service Delivery and Performance Management for 9 months, and Senior Economic Advisor for the last 10 months. As I move on to pursue personal interests, I am proud of the work the President and I did to implement the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, which I designed together with the President as our 2022 electoral platform. Long live Kenya. Number one, I want you to notice that Moses Kuria still calls the president his friend and is thanking him for giving him an opportunity to serve in several capacities. Now, I just wanted to prove to you that they are still friends, and I want us to read just the two tweets he did before this resignation, just to show you that there's a long tweet here, but I want to make it short. During Sabasaba, that was just on Monday, this is what Moses Kuria said, that Mount Kenya business community, you have done me proud. Do not allow anyone to destroy your business unless they are paying back loans with you. Use your muthis, I don't know how to read that term, machetes, guns, etc. to defend your investment. I am here behind you as a colleague businessman. It's a long one, but I wanted to make it short. He's simply congratulating them for standing firm. Basically, Moses Kuria does not support demonstrations because he believes the demonstrations are orchestrated by Rigathi Gachagua. Now, the other one here is just before his resignation to show you that he's still a friend to William Samoei Ruto. On that very Sabasaba day, this is what he said. No Gen Z died today, only criminal looters. Well done, Kipchumba Murkomen. Ensure zero Gen Z and maximum criminal fatalities. His position is that those who are going for demonstrations are mostly are goons. He's congratulating Murkomen. Remember, at a time when many of Kikuyu youths have died and there is an uproar within the community. So his position is that of Ngunyi Mutahi. He's congratulating Kipchumba Murkomen. So ladies and gentlemen, having said that, I want us to delve into this resignation. They have not clashed. They are still friends. They didn't fall out with William Ruto. So why do you think Moses Kuria resigned? And this is a target for 2027. Remember Moses Kuria, even in 2022, he came to William Ruto at the very last moment. And many political analysts believe that he might have been Ruto's spy, pretending that he had a party there, yet some believe that that party was sponsored by William Ruto. So why exactly has Moses Kuria resigned from the government? In my very considered opinion, number one, Moses Kuria is heading straight to form his party and join the opposition. He's going to join the likes of Rigathi, the likes of Martha Karua, the likes of Natembeya, Matiang'i, and Kalonzo Musyoka. And he's going there to pretend that he has seen the light, and therefore because you know how he behaves. He's going to form his party. Then as he goes there, he will be sitting on the negotiating table and he will be Ruto's spy. He's going to intensify the campaigns and he's going to say that maybe he's supporting Rigathi Gachagua but with his own party. So as anything that is going to be discussed, he will report to William Samoei Ruto. At a time when Mount Kenya is rallying behind Rigathi Gachagua, when all of them want to turn and look at Mount Kenya, Murima itself, many will celebrate Moses Kuria's resignation and they will feel that it is a loss to William Ruto. Yet, behind the curtains, they have a dark plan. So the opposition must be very careful as Moses Kuria could be planning to join them. We are looking at possibilities. And my number one possibility is that he's going there and he's going to join the opposition just like a spy. Because William Ruto wants to ensure that he's kept on board, that he's at par with them in terms of information, action, planning, because this will make Ruto know how to counter them. Apparently, people feel that maybe Kalonzo is his spy, but I don't think so. Kalonzo has his eyes on the ball. Number two, Moses Kuria could be preparing to contest for presidency. He's becoming a presidential candidate in 2027. Why? William Ruto will not allow Rigathi Gachagua and the team to sponsor just one candidate. He wants to ensure that he sponsors another candidate. By doing this, he will be creating confusion. And he knows very well haizi kosa kura hata kama ni mbili. And then the third reason why he must have someone to contest as a parallel candidate is to give, if at all there are any plans to rig elections, that will be part of conduit for rigging. They will say, after rigging, they always sponsor political pundits to go on radio stations or TV stations. They will be saying there are people who did not welcome Rigathis political ideologies. Some of them will be saying, like, now you see that, Rigathi is a dictator and all that. So Moses Kuria could be William Ruto's candidate ahead of 2027. Ndindi Nyoro, people have always thought that Ndindi Nyoro would be one, but I don't think so. Ndindi has fallen out with William Ruto. I've seen the way he criticizes the budget and everything. And Ndindi Nyoro is preparing for kingpin, to become a kingpin after 2027. Those young Turks, the generation of Ndindi Nyoro, people like Edwin Sifuna, they might turn up and gang up against the old guards. So I have a feeling that Moses Kuria has resigned to become Ruto's presidential candidate in 2027. If he's not going to be part and parcel of the opposition, he will form his own party. Or he might go there, join Rigathi Gachagua, and is going to have a very strong position. Ya kwamba mimi nataka kusimama. Then he will create some controversy towards the end and falls out. He will create a deliberate fallout between himself and that group. Then he contests. He says, oh, hapa kuna dictatorship, hivi na hivi na hivi. And that is how it goes. Number 3, I have a feeling that William Ruto is preparing Moses Kuria to become an alternative voice in Mount Kenya. Because Rigathi Gachagua currently wants to ensure that his party, the DCP party, clinches all the seats. Rigathi wants MCAs, members of parliaments, women reps, senators, and governors. But there is something. If there is something that is difficult to manage, it is the political parties. Because even currently, Rigathi has got a problem with Matiang'i, because Matiang'i is coming with Jubilee. And Rigathi sees Jubilee party as a rival. Jubilee would want to clinch several seats in Mount Kenya. Rigathi wants to clinch the same. So they are rivals. Rigathi is happy and has made it so that he wants Matiang'i, he expects Matiang'i to come with a party from Kisii. So Moses Kuria can go there with this party, and I said that political parties are difficult to manage. Some people will be given direct tickets because loyalty to the party is very paramount. Do you think, for example, people are like Karumu Athangwa, those senators that stood with Rigathi Gachagua during the impeachment, do you think someone can pop in now, will pop up and start saying that they are now rivaling those who want to I'll give you a closest example. Today, Mukunji is in police cells because of his association with Rigathi Gachagua. He has suffered with him, and I understand that he wants to contest for Meru Embu gubernatorial position. Do you think someone will come and start rivaling Mukunji? Rigathi will look at loyalty. And when that happens, there are people who will be disgruntled. Some candidates for MCA, women rep, MPs, and they will be, they will come out in protest. They must find a safe haven. What does that mean? They will be looking for a party that is maybe associated with a coalition that Rigathi will form. Because I remember during, CORD and NASA, there were some MPs, for example, where I come from. There was an MP called Omondi Mulwanyi who contested, I think, on a Ford Kenya, if I'm not wrong, a Ford Kenya ticket. It was either Ford Kenya or Wiper, because they were in one coalition. So they will be looking at alternative. Hii party, Maiki Chama, is associated with Rigathi Gachagua, even though it is not ile ya Rigathi Gachagua. So they will be telling people, mimi sina shida na Rigathi Gachagua, lakini nilinyimwa ticket. So that could also be a reason why Moses Kuria has resigned. Why is this important to William Ruto? In the event that the opposition, and I'm saying in the unlikely event that Rigathi Gachagua and the team are defeated, Rigathi would want to ensure that he's got several MPs and he will be called to the table. He will be a thorn in the flesh, a force to reckon with. And William Ruto understands that when you have members of parliament, then even the government cannot do without you. So you would want to ensure that Rigathi does not have so many members of parliament. Anataka wagawe. Maybe Moses Kuria apate kidogo, Jubilee apate kidogo. Hata hiyo Jubilee, William Ruto would not want Jubilee to win many seats. In fact, ukimuuliza, angependa DCP ipate kidogo, Jubilee kidogo, these other parties zipate kidogo kidogo. So I have a feeling that that could also be another reason to give those who will be running away from DCP when they claim they've been rigged out and they get to that party and they will still contest with it. And last but not least, I cannot rule out the possibility that the ground has become hostile and Moses Kuria ameanza mapema. Maybe he's joining Rigathi genuinely, to start preparing ground. He wants to take a sabbatical leave to take time to understand which position will I take. Maybe he wants to align himself with Rigathi Gachagua. You never know, because mapema ndio best. We can't rule out that possibility. And allow me also to just think, ya kwamba maybe amepata kazi zingine. Yeah, you never know. Maybe asha apply UN or some international bodies. Maybe he's joining them very soon. But if you ask me, this is a politically motivated resignation, and there are dark plans ahead connected directly to 2027. Those are my thoughts. I don't know what you think. Tell me why you think Moses Kuria resigned at a time when they have not even fallen out with William Ruto, at a time when William Ruto is trying to ensure that the few members of parliament that he has from Mount Kenya stick with him. Can you share with me in the comment section?